Welcome back, chemists and coders. In our last episode, we dipped our toes into Python basics. Today, we're mixing chemistry with programming again, this time exploring variables, constants, and operators to calculate something every chemist loves: molecular mass. Think of a variable as a beaker in your lab. You pour in water, and the water level represents the value inside. In Python, variables are containers for data, numbers, text, or even more complex stuff. Creating a variable is as simple as writing x equals 25, y equals hello world. Notice the equal sign here isn't math equality, it's the assignment operator. It places the value on the right into the container on the left. Now, naming your variables is like labeling your beakers. Python has rules. They must start with a letter or underscore. They can't start with a number. They're case-sensitive, so volume, and volume are three different variables, and they can't be Python keywords like for or while. But beyond rules, there's style. Python follows PEP8 conventions. Use snake case for regular variables like atomic mass, total volume. Use capital snake case for constants like max number of hydrogens. And if you don't care about a value, a single underscore works as a placeholder. In chemistry, constants are everywhere, like Avogadro's number or the atomic mass of carbon. Python doesn't lock constants, but by convention, we write them in uppercase to signal "don't change this." For example, mass C equals 12.111. Mass H equals 1.008. These values represent the atomic masses of carbon and hydrogen. Variables can hold different types of data: strings for text, like x equals atomic mass, integers for whole numbers, like x equals 20, or floats for decimals, or scientific notation, like x equals minus 2.05, or y equals 1.3 e minus 10. Python figures out the type when you assign the value. Easy. Operators are like your lab tools. You've got plus, minus, multiply, divide, and just like in math, parentheses control the order. For example, my int equals, in parentheses, 27 times 6 modulo 5. Always use parentheses in doubt. It keeps your calculations crystal clear. Let's put this all together in a real chemistry example. Computing the molecular mass of a hydrocarbon. Here's the Python code. Hash constants. Mass C equals 12.011. Mass H equals 1.008. Hash variables. Number of C equals 1. Number of H equals 4. Hash compute molecular mass. Mass CH4 equals number of C times mass C plus number of H times mass H. Hash print result. Print mass CH4. This calculates the molecular mass of methane, CH4. Multiply the number of carbon atoms by carbon's mass, add the number of hydrogens times hydrogen's mass, and voila, you get the molecular mass. Notice how multiplying an integer by a float gives us a float result, perfect for precise chemistry calculations. And that's it for today's experiment in Python. We learned how to set up variables, constants, and operators, then applied them to calculate molecular mass. In the next episode, we'll dive deeper into Python tools that make chemistry calculations even more powerful. See you next time.